Hello and welcome to a YouTube video. Today we're going to be talking about finding a jumping saddle for a Connemara. I think this will be useful for anyone that has a Connemara, obviously, or anyone who has like a pony or a cob, any horse that's kind of, well, you're going to see my horse in a minute, but you know, sort of like round and flat backed and that shape that's like quite hard to fit. Like I'm not a saddle fitter, I'm just a normal owner desperately trying to find a saddle for my pony. We have a dressage saddle already. If you would like to see that, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll make another video. For now, I'm after something that I can jump her with, and I've got two saddles today to try. One is from Kenton Masters. This is the Kenton Masters Pony Jump in 16.5, and it's currently fitted with the extra wide gullet. And the other one is the GFS Monarch. It's actually quite new. It's the Cob Jump, also a 16.5, and currently fitted with the wide gullet. Like all of the, as far as I know anyway, all of the Monarch saddles come with a wide gullet as standard. Yeah, so what can I tell you about these saddles? Again, I'm not a saddle fitter. This is just information I found online. Both of the saddles are adjustable, which means that you can replace the gullet at the front to make it wider or more narrow. Doesn't guarantee it's going to fit your horse, obviously, but it's still helpful. Both saddles are wall flocked, which is a bit different to say like a Wintec or a Bates where you've got the care panels. I will have the saddler coming out soon to readjust the flocking. So yeah, we're going to basically try both saddles on the pony, see which one fits the best. Maybe neither of them will fit, in which case the hunt goes on. But yeah, hopefully one of these will fit pretty well, and then I will get the saddler out, see what he thinks, get him to adjust the flocking and have it then fully fitted to her. Yeah, so let me just show you up front. This is the Kenton Masters. We've got knee rolls here, so quite supportive, square cantle, which is nice for jumping, and it just looks like a really lovely traditional English saddle. And I got this one second hand. This one is it's actually an ex-demo saddle, so it's almost new. In fact, it still has the tags. I got this one from the saddle bank. And what's really nice about this one is it has really nice soft grippy leather, so it looks like it will be really, really secure and comfortable and just so nice to sit in. Again with the knee rolls. So yeah, I think that's basically everything for now. Let's pop them on the pony and see which one fits best. This is Tilly. She is a 7-year-old Connemara mare, and yeah, let's pop the jump saddles on her and see what they look like. This is the Kenton Masters. So I'm just going to quickly run through a few things that I do when checking to see if a saddle fits. Obviously, I'm not a saddler or a saddle fitter. The saddler will be coming. But just like for me as an owner to get an idea of whether the saddle could be appropriate or not for her. So the first thing I'm looking at is the saddle in balance? Are the pommel and cantle roughly in line with each other, and this part in the middle where your bottom goes should be as flat as possible so that it's not tipping forward or backwards. The other thing, and this one is very nicely balanced, I think. So one quick thing you can do to check that is to just press on the pommel or press on the cantle, and if we saw a lot of movement here, then that would indicate that the saddle wasn't very balanced. Another big thing that I check for is that it's not too tight on the shoulder. Lots of Connies, cobs, ponies, they have quite a big shoulder. So I like to just run my hand through here and make sure that I can just get that hand through, because otherwise if it's impacting the movement and restricting her movement here, it's not going to be very comfortable. Yeah, and so another thing that's important to check for is that there is enough wither clearance. So if you can just pop your hand in, you should be able to get at least 3 fingers, maybe even a fist in there. Yeah, and I feel like this is good girl. Yeah, and I feel like this is just about enough. I have to say, I'm pretty impressed. What a great fit this is, just straight off the rack, with no adjustments, no gullet change, no adjusting the flocking, nothing. I feel like we have at least one saddle that could be a great fit for us. Obviously, we'll have to see what the saddler says. Yeah, so without further ado, let's pop on the second saddle, the GFS Monarch, and see what that's like. I know, honey. Now we have the GFS Monarch. This is quite a new saddle in their range. This is the Cob Jump. So one thing I noticed straight away on the saddle, which is just lovely, is the soft leather. As I said, this is an ex-demo saddle, so it's very new, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Like, I can't stop touching it. It's just so nice, and I really like the big knee rolls as well. In terms of fit, well, let's see. Firstly, it is a little bit tight on the shoulder if you can get a close-up of this, please. So as I'm putting my hand through here, it's just not, it's a little bit tighter than the Kenton Masters was, which could be adjustable flocking, so it's not necessarily a big deal, but just something to be aware of. We also have less wither clearance here, so as I'm putting my hand, if you can get closer with this, please. As I'm putting my hand on the here, we've got like maybe 2 fingers, which is not really enough. That could potentially be corrected by taking a different gullet, but then I think it would be even tighter on the shoulder, so I think that would be a tricky one. And in terms of balance, that board is getting a little bit impatient. I'm not really used to doing YouTube videos. Yeah, so I feel like if I push down here or push down here, I feel like it's just not as balanced as the Kenton Masters was. And I think the reason for that, if you look at the panels, they're not as flat as the Kenton Masters. So this is called the Cob Jump, so it's for wide horses. But the thing is, she has a very flat back, so she needs quite a flat saddle, you know, with a flat tree and flat panels. I finally forgot the word. Yeah, so overall, I feel like the Kenton Masters was a much better fit for my Connemara. I also have a theory as to why. You can see here panels on the Monarch of the GFS are just that little bit more curved, whereas on the Kenton Masters we have flatter panels, which is an indicator that the tree is probably flatter as well. So I think the GFS Monarch could be a really good choice because it's a beautiful saddle. It could be a really good choice if you have a cob with a slightly rounder back and that's wide as well. Whereas I feel like the Kenton Masters Pony Jump is a better choice if your horse has a very flat back and a bigger shoulder, which is the case with Tilly as we just saw. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I might make a part 2 where I will share what the saddler said and what the saddle looks like after it's been adjusted, and also ride in the saddle. So let me know if you have